Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs, and welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week, where I'm going to be looking at this guy. This is Botcon Cindersaur. It's like a G2 representation of Cindersaur. It was one of the Firecons in the old G1s, and here he is as part of the Botcon set, reusing the 10th anniversary mold of Beast Wars Megatron into this spectacular Generation 2 type colour scheme. Now, what we can say here about this mold is, well, this dinosaur, this T-Rex mode is fantastic. Just the level of sculpted detail here. I mean, I don't know how well you're going to make that out, but that is possibly my favourite Transformer robotic-ish T-Rex head that they've made in any sculpt. That is pretty much hands down the best sculpt of a T-Rex head in Transformers. Albeit, I mean, it sounds like there's not been many, but there has been many. There's been many, there's Grimlock, there's Beast Wars Megatron, there's Movieverse Grimlock, there's countless iterations of all those molds, and out of all those characters rather, and out of all the molds, this is possibly my favourite sculpted head of a T-Rex. So, it's a good thing to have. And just the level of just sculpt work throughout this figure, this kind of like this mix mash of techno and organic, but it's such a mix that you could paint it organic and it'd look a bit weird, or you could paint it all metal and it would look all metal. There's some translucent bits of plastic there as well, just to add a bit of an odd balance in there. Oof. So yeah, there's blues, reds, greens, purples, silvers. I think that's pretty much all you got on your palette, but that's enough to go on. Yeah, just to make this really lurid and stand out kind of form. Love his green eyes. So articulation wise, his mouth does open. It's a bit loose on my copy. The Megatron I have, stays in place a lot better than that. And then there's a twist here, so you can twist turn like that, like so. Then there's a hinge here. I can hinge up and down, and there's another twist there, so you can twist there and twist there and get some kind of very quizzical. Contemplating head shots. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4 really articulated points at the head. So that's lovely to go on. He's got ball joints at these little adorable stubby T-Rex arms. So so they can go a full 360 shows you wish, so that's quite cool. Ball joints in here at the legs, they do get lots of stuff's in the way, but they can kind of go all the way up there and go like that, and you can go out a little bit as well, so there's just some limited movement, but still movement nonetheless. Again, at the knee, movement is a little bit limited, but you do have a nice knee bend there. There's a bend there at the ankle and at the toe and at the jucolor or something like that. That's what people refer to it as. So yeah, so he does have lots of bits of movement there. Okay, so kind of coming around this mold at the around the Energon type line or the Unicron trilogy type line, he does have a cyber planet key. Here it is. It's like the Decepticon G2 Decepticon symbol painted over there. You can, I don't know if you can make that out, the G1 Decepticon symbol is hiding there behind that, actually etched into the plastic. But you know, we've got the G2 sign over the top, and I kind of quite like that. And then it's got the crest of the Decepticon sign at the top there. Now, a lot has been made of this because, you know, it's one of these notorious Transformers, because to access the Cyber Planet key, the port for it is up his ass. Granddaddy kept this ass, kept this watch up his ass. So yeah, you just put this in here, stick that in, bang, flips up, and he's got a missile launcher there, and there's a spring loaded there to fire out silver missile. Could have quite liked it as a more lurid colour for this G2 thing, but you know, silver's fair enough. That seals up again. But he is a Transformer, and he does transform, and it's not quite the way you'd expect it to, but it is still rather simple. So I'm going to start off by separating these plastic bits here, these clear plastic bits, and they go to the back there, like so, and this bit flips up there, and this tail section, all that unplugs. So we have him kind of like this now. So you just want to kind of then get these leg sections, untab them, move them down, untab them from there, and then hinge them down, and maybe straighten his legs out now. You can do that. And so we have him like so. I want to get hold of this body bit, twist that round, twist this pad up here, fold that way, fold his head up, move these translucent bits back further, peg all that into place, leave these round, and there we have Botcon Cindersaur in his robot mode. Wow. I mean, we can see what they were going for in terms of this mold. And while it's kind of alright, there's something just proportionally just wrong with this. It's kind of weird seeing Beast Wars Megatron this small for a start. But, you know, he's got all the features in his face. You know, it's a good head sculpt. There's just something just a little bit off with it. But yeah, again, just the colours. It's now, this purple is now more prominent than it was in the dinosaur mode. That just lime green face and all this green. It's just, it's putrid. It's brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. So he's got the traditional dinosaur head thing, but again, it's just a little bit, just feels like it just should be a little bit longer. Oh, rah. So he's got that. The head is on a ball joint. Got a hinge here at the shoulder. You can move these shoulder bits out there, so well, it's attached to the shoulder, doesn't really make much difference. So that holds up. He's got his tail here, and that can still operate the Cyber Planet key if you put it in the right way, but it can also come off to reveal a hand underneath, a very stumpy hand underneath. It does have a waist swivel and ball joints at the leg with a thigh swivel, and the knee goes a lot deeper now that it's not pegged in with this thigh armour. So I can move there, and he's got the same movement at the foot. So all in all, it's, you know, it's an odd mould. It's a really badly proportioned mould. The sculpt work is there, but it's just, yeah, seeing this character at this scale. But it's not this character, is it? Because this is Cindersaur. But seeing the Beast Wars Megatron design at this scale is just a bit odd. I mean, the is waffling at the back of these legs, but that's the only place, man. Everything else seems to have, you know, it was made in a different era. So a lot of the rest of it has escaped that space-saving plastic moulding. Wow, yeah. Another year without Botcon. Another year we don't get just weird and wacky moulds like this, which is a shame. It is a shame. So let's not just put down on it. Let's just embrace the weirdness that used to be. And that's why it's this week's Transformer of the Week. Join me next week when there'll be more Transformers and more weeks. Until then, why don't you like, comment, subscribe, or do the opposite? It's up to you, freedom of choice and all that. But what I want you to do is to be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And because we deserve it, let's take us out with a fist bump, shall we? Bestow! Bestow!